So how does the foreign OEMs view the Indian EV market? What are the challenges and opportunity, Rajiv, you feel that you are identifying and you are working with that? And has the Indian EV four-wheeler evolved in the global context? It's not, obviously we know, but how it is expected to grow in the terms of technology and adoption? So there's some things like, Rajiv, which you can throw some lights to us.
So yeah, taking it from Terry, the whole global scenario to the Indian landscape, so to set the perspective, I would say that India has its own unique challenges and issues and dynamics. So Indian government's focus right now, rightly so, I would say, is on two-wheeler, three-wheeler, buses, trucks, and four-wheeler is kind of, if I can say, the last priority, which arguably can be the right thing from Indian challenges perspective, seeing the overall dynamics of the automotive field. So four-wheel is kind of left to the consumer sentiments, consumer demand, and private sector. Though government has enabled, one big thing here is that GST is 5%. So there's a huge boost by the government given on the taxation that GST is 5%. Though some people may argue that cars, private consumption is not part of FAME scheme, but I think GST is a big help in my opinion. So from overall perspective, we stand here on priority. But if you look 5 years, 10 years from now, the whole issue, why the demand on EV is happening, as Terry was trying to explain, is because of the environmental issues, emission issues, and then the regulations come in. And also, like we have already gone to BS6, and the phase 2 comes in 2023. So that will force CO2 emissions. And so, sometimes manufacturers do not talk about that openly, but actually to meet those kind of compliances, you would have to get into new energy vehicles. Now, India again is slightly unique right now than the rest of the world that when Terry was giving the numbers, we all know that 5% comprise primarily PHEV and EV. But in India, there is no GST favoritism or there is no special GST cut on PHEV. It's only on EV. So that's why our EV numbers are very low. So to give the numbers, like last year, the four-wheeler side, whole India's out of 2.7, 2.8 million vehicles, only 2,000 cars were sold, EVs, and no PHEV was hardly in few hundred units, right? So it was less than 2,000. But this year, when we launched the booking for our ZS EV, within 1 month, we got 2,000 bookings, and actually we couldn't supply because of COVID, but already we have supplied close to 500-600 cars. And Tata Nexon, and probably Anand will tell more, is doing exceedingly well in my opinion. They are selling 400-500 cars a month. So this year market is going to be 7,000-8,000. Now let's try to see in 2025. I would say, in my personal opinion, India lacks the global trend by 7 years to 10 years, in my opinion. And there are tipping points required in EV, and every country has its own tipping point. In India, I think the biggest issue is going to be seeing our love towards hatchbacks and very price consciousness thing. When can we have a car less than 10 lakhs of rupees? And actually, the biggest point will come when can we have a car around 5 to 6 lakhs of rupees. Okay, so if I have to bet, I would say by 2025, I think we may be doing 3% to 4% EV penetration. And by 2030, we may reach around 10% to 11%. So mind it, if in 2030, we are around 5 million, 6 million kind of a market, even 10% is 500,000. So you have to see it from 2,000 last year to 500,000 is a big jump. It's a huge jump, So that's how I see it. So I think it's going to happen, in my opinion. Some percentages may vary. We will follow the global trend, and there's a huge opportunity. And some people who are saying that, no, they don't believe in this EV force, I think they'll be proven wrong, in my opinion. I think EV is here to stay and grow.